Dude, you don't look like Luke Perry.
Yeah, no, I do.
Newsflash.
No,
How about
I do.
tell you the guy dies, you go, dude, a lot of people said I look like him.
Well,
It's not about you, is it?
When he was famous.
It's not
when he
about
was
you
famous
today,
back
is
when he was
it?
younger, I got that.
Yep.
Today,
Not about you today.
Today is
about Luke Perry.
It's about Luke Perry. It's about someone else too. You know what?
Luke Perry died
Monday-
from fucking so many girls.
Well,
That's what this doctor told me.
Is that what happened?
He had a stroke from doing so
he
many
was over.
strokes.
He was overfucked. Yeah.
Think about Luke Perry in his heyday. 90210.
Crazy.
He would walk on scene and people were like, oh my.
Oh, he couldn't. It was nuts. So when back in those days, when I would walk around, I would get like crazy attention.
Here's what's
people
weird.
would go, "Are you Luke Perry?"
You look more like Luke now than back then. Like when you were younger, you don't really look like him. Take it easy.
When I was younger,
Take it
actually,
easy.
if you look at my old headshots, I should bring in my old headshots.
You guys
They're
have the
so
same
embarrassing.
forehead.
Yeah. He has
Facial
smaller
hair.
teeth than I do.
Ooh, he has that.
He's got them little teeth.
He has that one yellow one who's not playing games.
He's got some baby teeth there.
He has the one yellow.
Did he have a history of drugs?
I don't think so. I'll look it up right now.
No, he had a history of slanging dick, bro.
Yeah.
Don't fucking.
I hear he's a great guy, though. Man, what a bummer.
was.
Yeah.
Hate to be shitty about it, but
You know what? Let me tell you something right now.
he had a stroke though. 52 solid years.
Yeah.
Damn, he's in the new Quentin Tarantino's Charles Manson movie.
Damn it, really? Fuck. Well, you know what? Not a bad life, right? You got to celebrate his life. It worked a lot.
Non-stop
pretty- yeah,
since his
it's pretty
teens,
badass.
Right?
Yeah.
How old was he on 90210? Because they tried
40,
saying he was in high school, but
No, he's
you don't
in-
have those chops down the side of your
was in
face
in
like
his
that.
20s.
Has to be, right? Mid-20s? 52, if he has kids, that's the bummer.
You want to just look at this real quick first?
Massive
History of
stroke.
alcohol and drugs.
Oh, he did?
It says it, yeah.
Alcohol and drugs.
But when they say history, doesn't mean he's just...
Well,
you mean living?
No,
Or was he an addict? Big difference.
Well, when you're doing a lot of cocaine, for example, from what I understand, and I actually know somebody who suffered a heart attack because of this at my age, it's probably the leading, like when you do coke, actually you build plaque in your arteries, which I didn't realize.
Every time, though?
Yeah. So
I've
when you're
just tried
doing
a few
cocaine, it's a
times.
very bad thing for your heart, especially as you get older.
Never mind. He didn't. It was just like symptoms of a stroke, or not symptoms, things that cause it could be alcohol and drugs, but it doesn't say anything about him doing it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. That's not
Sometimes
out
when
there.
you drank a lot when
I
you were
think
younger.
he was sober, though.
Yeah. Even when you're sober though, so your heart can enlarge, your arteries get fucked up. So if you did a lot of it when you were younger, it can affect you now. That shortens your life, right? That's what happens. Now
I don't know if that's
see him
his
there.
ca- I don't know
see
if
him there.
that's
I
his
wish
case,
we had.
though. I don't know if that's his
I don't
case,
either. I don't
though.
want to spread.
I don't think we should. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
No, I don't know. I was just asking. I really don't know.
Real heartthrob, though.
Yeah. Real heartthrob. You know,
That's the way life goes.
listen,
dude.
man. Listen. This is True Grit Monday. It's True Grit Monday.
Well, take it easy,
and
dude.
and you fucking walk in with your tangerine shoes,
Orange,
and,
bitch.
and I pushed you against the wall because of
You
it.
didn't do shit.
What?
You didn't do shit.
Let me tell you something. I'm
Dude,
fired up.
dude. You fired me up.
get your
'cause
foot.
You're making Luke Perry's
fired
day
up.
about you.
I'm not making it about me at all, dude. I'm sorry about Luke, but it's also True Grit.
Call
Fucking
Mr.
Monday,
Call
I'll-
Mr. Perry. You fuck. Call him. Call
your shoe down.
Call
Come on,
Mr.
get
Perry.
your shoes,
You
dude.
thin-haired fuck.
Don't say that's not cool. Dude.
I'm
That's
sorry,
where- that's where I
dude.
dropped it.
Ow.
Get this!
Ow.
Dude, who's this? Who is that?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I can't believe you didn't start this with a salute to Diego Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
14
there's
years
that.
in the octagon. 14 fucking years and still winning. I got this for that guy.
Salute.
He took Mickey Gall,
salute
put him
like
on the
this.
ground, and fucking just beat him
I know,
up.
but don't salute like this,
Look,
like your hairline's
look,
here.
look.
Nope, your
No.
hairline's back here, so it's like
No,
this.
don't start with
Look,
my head.
You should do like this.
This is for old guys out there.
You got to be careful though, because the old guys.
No.
Look, what's this?
This is for us old guys.
Look, but if you go too high, what's this?
Oh, well, no, don't do that.
But I know, but that's what you just did.
No, because that's black power, and then that's white power.
I know. So when you salute like this, be careful.
Okay.
You
I
can
went
use
like
my
that.
hairline. It's like this.
You're right. You got to do this. Look.
It's also known as the mile
Yeah,
high
you don't want to
salute.
do that, right?
Well, with your hairline, it should be that.
Well, don't. That,
mine's here.
I don't have a Nazi hairline.
Mine's like
oh, you're going
this.
down. You're going down. There
Yours
he
is
is.
Nazi.
So True Grit. Look, Luke Perry was gritty, but Diego
I'd
Sanchez.
call him a heartthrob, dude.
Yeah, he's a heartthrob.
Dude, did you see? You definitely didn't, because you're just. you don't stay on the beat of society. Did you see the Michael Jackson documentary?
Here's what I read about it. But
did you see it?
I didn't. But here's what pisses me off.
I know,
about
but
it.
did you see it?
I didn't. But can I? Before you say, I want to make a critique that I read about, and I want you to tell me what you think.
Okay.
All right. Even though I didn't see it.
Okay.
So I'm a little out of my lane because I haven't seen it.
But before you give this critique,
Yeah.
Where are you at on Michael Jackson and little boys before all this news came out?
I didn't know.
Me neither.
Okay. So here's the other thing.
But I assumed where there's smoke and freaking toys,
Well,
there's fire.
There is something strange about him having
there's a
massive
lot.
sleepovers and having boys around. Like I'm not interested in being around little boys.
I looked into that.
My son, yes, but I'm not interested. There's nothing
unless you're a
about
dad, what are we
kids
doing?
that I'm. You're right.
Yeah.
Like if I have sleepovers and I'm involved in all the games and stuff, there's something weird, right?
think?
Yeah. But the testimony, this Finding Neverland, Leaving Neverland, is based on two guys who are now coming out saying they got molested when they defended him during the trial. So I'm very confused. And here's the other reason I'm confused.
It's a good time to do it.
Those
too,
guys
right
were
now.
in their 20s.
When they came out.
Yeah,
the first
right?
time.
Is that when they defended him in his trial? I want to find out
They're
how.
in their 20s, but
So at your 20s, what you did was you defended a pedophile. If you knew he was a pedophile, you got up on a stand under sworn testimony and defended a pedophile to make sure he got off.
yeah.
Okay? So what was the motive there? I'm very confused because if you were protecting your privacy, so I guess you're protecting your privacy or your emotions or whatever, and knowingly
Other kids.
you could have put a pedophile away, but he's going to fuck other kids apparently. So what's up now? I got a huge problem with
I'm
that.
on
If
the
you're-
fence.
If you're a kid and you can't, I understand because it's all fucked up. When you're in your 20s and you defend and get a guy off, and now you come back because you're a father.
Even your 20s, though, is tough.
Yeah, but
I'm saying even in your 20s, like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing in my 20s. Even now, like, my 35th, 36th birthday is next week.
I
have
can't.
no
You're
idea
an
what I'm
adult.
doing.
You're an adult. I can't give you a pass
Dude,
on that.
here's-
You got a pedophile off if that's true. But all of a sudden now you're coming back. Why are you coming back?
It has to be money motivated, right?
How much money are you going to make? A lot. That state's worth $3 billion. But how come you were on the stand in your 20s? You defended a pedophile. You got a pedophile off with your fucking testimony as an adult.
Yeah.
Now you come back in your 40s because you're quote unquote a father and you want and you're
It's also
suing
convenient
and
right
you
now,
want
too.
money.
Because right now you're guilty to proven
No
innocent,
shit.
right?
No shit, but there's money. You're
And
talking about 20, 30 million dollars for these guys.
Hold on,
There's a lot of motivation.
You know Michael Jackson in his heyday was worth 1.6 billion, sir, correct?
Yeah, well, there you go.
Biggest of all time.
Yeah.
The other thing that's weird to me is I don't know if he touched these kids or whatever, but people that know Michael Jackson said because he missed out on his childhood because his father was such a fucking,
They think his father might have
brutal father.
castrated him or something.
They think that, but he just missed out on kiddie stuff. So inside he felt like he was 9 years old. So he wanted to try to hold on to that for dear life and have that childhood. So that's why he hung out with kids.
Yeah. That's fine.
Now, let me ask you something, Brian. If fucking Liam Neeson came to your house and was like, yo, dude, I'm just a huge fan of your son. I'm going on tour. Do you mind if he comes with me?
Fuck out of here.
Punch him right in the dick.
Fuck out of here.
Right? You got to chalk it up. The parents have to take some responsibility.
I would agree with that.
parents have to
Although
take
it's
some
Finding
responsibility.
Neverland, it's Michael Jackson. They're with a lot of other boys, a lot of other kids,
But here's where it gets a little dicey. When you watch this documentary, the detail that these two have, and when they get down to the nitty gritty and they talk about certain things where, the Jussie Smollett, right when he gave his testimony, I'm like, this guy's full of complete shit.
Yeah.
Even though he's a good actor, I can smell it from here.
Yeah.
My snout's heavy, dude.
No, your snout's heavy. I haven't seen it, so I got to see it. Did they get together and talk details? That's my other thing. They've had a lot of time to.
There's a lot of video of it, though.
There is.
A lot of video.
I got to see it.
Here's
Before I condemn
here's the part.
anybody, I gotta see it.
I think he's mentally ill. I think Michael Jackson's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Mentally ill on them beats. No, but I think he's
Yeah.
mentally ill when it comes to children.
I do it. Look at this though. What are you doing with these?
No,
boys?
here's the thing, B. They play a thing on there where the little dudes, and I'm sorry for my voice, I know it sounds sexy for your listeners out there.
Yeah, a lot of soda in his voice right now.
Hey, smooth jazz.
Yeah.
97.5.
Cheering for the fight.
So they play a video where they're on a private jet because the kid brought the kid all around with them, and the parents aren't on there.
So just one kid he brought around with him?
Yeah, just one. Well, there's two, but he would bounce from kid to kid.
That's fucking weird.
It's super weird. He wouldn't give interviews, but he let this little kid interview him, and you can tell the infatuation and the love he has with this kid and him have together. It's awkward as fuck. He's like, Billy, you know you're my favorite. You know when we shot that Pepsi commercial, that's my favorite. And the kid's like, oh, thank you. He's like, well, what's your favorite part about going to Hawaii, being on tour? And he goes, spending it with you, Billy. Being with you, Billy. It's like, well, that's what nightmares are made of.
Whoa.
Now, is he just fucked up in the head, or was he actually sucking kids off?
I don't know. I don't like either one. I don't like it either way.
It's so awkward. I blame the parents.
Yeah.
Because if fucking
You're gonna put my kid
Elton
on
John knocked on my door with his entire entourage.
Well, just Michael Jackson. You don't have to go any further than the biggest.
Well, Elton John's alive.
You're still not taking my kid on a fucking private jet.
Michael Jackson's not going to knock on your door because he's dead. But if Elton John's still alive, name it the most famous person in the world. Who's the most famous person in the world?
I know what you mean.
If they knock on my door, you not hanging out with my kid, bro.
Right.
Unless it's a daddy date where your kid's same age as mine, and you want to kick it. Maybe.
But here's my question. This came up. All of this came up in a trial, 2 trials, right? And he got off.
Is there any evidence?
All of this came up in trials, and those kids testified in his defense. How old were they? I need to find out how old these 2 guys were when they defended him. I need to find that out.
Also, there's no like legit evidence. It's all hearsay. It's all. That's
always the case with these.
Here's the other thing. The biggest thing they have is that remember that kid described his dick. First of all, if I was 8 years old and you asked me what this dude's dick looked like, I mean, I'm sure I could give you a rough estimate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those little motherfuckers could dance though in this documentary. They're like 4 and 7. They can fucking move.
I also, I'm always like, whenever it's a documentary, I'm always like, there's like Making a Murder or anything else. You're seeing one side of something. I don't know. Do I think it's weird? Yes. Do I believe he could have done it? Yes. But this. So let's see. They were 36. They're 36 and 40 now. So when was he accused? When was that trial?
The first via 2013 lawsuits. Later in the documentary, they talk about the alleged abuse started when he was 7. Safe check when he was 10. Both had previously told authorities that there had been no abuse, with Robinson testifying in Jackson's defense 2005.
Okay, so what's 2005? So
it'd be 14 years ago, Brian.
Yeah. Okay, so
14. He's 35 now.
Yeah,
they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
Mid-20s.
You're 21 and you're 20 and you're 25. Fuck, I'm sorry. Fuck you.
Sounds a little weird.
Bullshit. So you as an adult, this dude, if it's true, then this guy molests children. And that we know one thing about people who molest children. They have a track record. They don't stop. These priests molest 200 kids. So there's a track record. It's not like, that was always my thing with Woody Allen. There's only one story. She was 7. She doesn't remember. Her mom told her. I can't go with that. But with a child molester, there is a fucking litany of people. There's a whole list of people.
There's a list.
And so
there's a list of people, Jackson, though, huh?
Well, actually, these 2 guys.
No, there's way more than 2 guys.
No, I don't think so.
There's a shitload of claims against them. But again, I don't agree with it either. I have skeptical hippo eyes. We don't know, but listen to what Jackson's family says. They said, no, there's no way it can be Wade Robinson, not the same guy that I knew. They must have gotten the names wrong, said his brother. Wade was the most adamant person when it came to 2005 and the trial. He was their first defense witness. He was the star witness. He was adamant that nothing ever happened.
So that's interesting to me. Wow. And now you come back.
Because
you're a father
because
now.
In society now, it's guilting to proven innocent. So everyone goes, oh, there it is. But now documentaries can paint the narrative and get you fucked
and get you rich.
Although with R. Kelly, that
guy's a scumbag. Yeah. Fuck that guy. But I'm saying I'm just being skeptical because there's real money involved for these guys. It's fame, money, a book. You're talking about millions of dollars. And you guys were 21 and 25 or what it was, and you willingly and adamantly defended a child molester, if that's true. Fuck you. I don't have any time for that, man. I'm sorry, man. You're an adult.
And here's a little another nugget for you, Callen. Robinson, whose allegation they say have coincided with financial problems.
Okay, there you go. Come on.
What a surprise. What a surprise.
Kat, you're young as shit. What do you think of Michael Jackson?
Well, I know he's an amazing performer.
Some
but also,
it's
best. Weird because growing up, I knew about it, but I didn't know as many details as everything is coming out now.
Does that mic not work, Jen? Oh, good. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If he gets convicted, let's say the court, even though he's passed away, let's say he's convicted, would you still listen to his music?
What's that? Say again?
If he was convicted of molesting little kids, like actually convicted, let's say we had a R. Kelly videotape of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Would you still, does it change what he did musically?
I mean,
not really, because it's two separate things, right?
I mean, that's a tough one when it comes
like,
to
do you
kids.
still enjoy a Woody Allen movie?
Yeah, because I don't think he did it.
I don't know why my voice squeaked.
I think he's one of the greatest filmmakers. I think he's
he
amazing.
Is. Yeah, but let's say he actually did rape that young girl and then married his daughter, which is super strange.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't mean he's not a great artist.
That's what I'm saying. Can't you separate the art from the?
Well,
the
that's
man?
always been the question. Of course you can. But the bottom line is I would listen.
People say you can't. No, Bryan, but the current culture says you can't because R. Kelly, all of his music has been taken down off iTunes.
But so for me, if I found out you were abusing kids and you listen, I would listen to it differently. I probably, knowing me. Okay, so this is how I am. Once the CTE,
hopefully you know you.
So only certain once the CTE stuff came out about football, right? Like the NFL, and I started. I didn't watch football the same way because every time guys would get hit, I would think about it.
But you're balls deep in fighting.
It kind of fucked up the game for me, I guess.
But then you watch fighting.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that doesn't.
Well, I mean,
work.
same thing.
But you watch boxing.
But I haven't thought about it as much. But if I start thinking about it, like it'll color the way I think.
Well, you pick and choose what you want to color.
Yeah. No, but so
if football is as intense,
it doesn't mean he's not a great artist. It just means he's got a deep.
Because when that Billie Jean kicks in, I'm fucking.
He's one of the greatest of all time.
My body can't help but move. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah,
I don't.
And
know
I got skeptical hippo eyes over this. And I've read a lot about.
I think
Vanity Fair came out about the first accusation.
I think he's mentally ill.
Yes.
Dude, how about I drive by his crib on my way to work? When they were Havenhurst, when they were talking about his crib in Havenhurst, I go, that road sounds so familiar. Kept going, then it hit me. I'm like, Havenhurst. That's the road I fucking take.
And that's where Neverland is?
No, Neverland's in Santa Barbara. Oh. Havenhurst is in Encino.
And that's where he lived.
That's the road I take to get.
What a world he lived in. What a fucking weird
Bet your ass stop, took a picture.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know,
There's
man.
a bunch of cars by.
I got real skeptical hippo eyes with these fucking guys. You know, and I got no respect for the fact that you didn't stand up when you could have, and you could have taken a child molester out if this is true.
If it was true.
Yeah, but you were the star witness. You were the star witness.
You were the key.
You were adamant at 25 or 21, whatever you were, old enough to know better.
Dude, I think we should throw their. If he did touch those kids, throw the parents in jail.
Wow, look, you know, you can only. Most of us, they were probably starstruck. They were probably. Probably trusting.
Dude,
most people are trusting. Most people don't even think that. You know,
it's the first thing I think of. As soon as anyone goes, dude, something about your kid, I'm like, what the fuck you talking about, dude?
So sometimes you're like,
you can't get away with it today. Like if name any famous artist, name any famous actor. If George Clooney was going around town with another random boy, he's like, he's just my friend, dude. We would all roast the fuck out of him. Of course. You couldn't do it today.
But you know, here's what it is with me. Whenever I hear an accusation about somebody, like a politician doing something, or my first reaction is to defend them because I don't think that way. And I always think to myself, why would you do that? Like,
really? I think the worst in people.
Well, but see, that's smart. So another example, when the Iraq War came out and all the architects of the Iraq War, I got in real arguments with like people like my buddy Will Arnett, Bradley Cooper, and stuff like that. And they were like, "This is these fucking
drop,
people."
Bro.
Yeah, but it's true. We had these arguments about stuff. Direction. But I was thinking about that because it kind of caused tension because they were. I don't know why I brought those names up. You're right, but I think about that was because we were in a group of people. We had these really passionate discussions, and everybody would follow that. We were following it because in 2003, 2001, 2002, before they invaded, when it was coming up to it. I said to myself, this might be a good idea to take out the fourth largest army, the biggest threat to the United States and all that stuff. And they were really skeptical of the motives of the people in power. Sure. They're into power, they're into money. And for me, I was like, that's not how they think, because I don't think that way. Yeah. And I look back on it, I was wrong.
They were right.
They were right.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's better to think the worst in people and your politicians
when
real.
Someone comes up to you and goes, dude, let me do this for you, you don't automatically go, why are they doing this?
I don't. And you say to me all the time, you go, he's not your friend, Bryan.
No.
But you do that to me all the time because I'll be like, I just trust that I'm naive that way. I really am. And I always have. And my dad would laugh at me about that. My brother-in-law,
it's probably
they'd be
good
like,
quality in you.
I don't know. You get burned. You know,
Business wise, you get burned.
Yeah.
To be Wade Robson, look at his bitch ass now. Tell you what, he had those fire outfits though. I don't think Wade's gay. The guy on the left from the jump was Gayland. From the jump.
I just have skeptical hippo eyes again.
Again, man, you gotta chalk it up to the parents. Let's say fucking Quentin Tarantino was like, dude, I'm a huge fan of Tiger. I want to take him to Hawaii. Like, dude, guess what? Fuck off. Then he goes, all right, you can come with him. All right, let's go to Hawaii. This is weird, but let's say I go. Then when we get to the hotel, he goes, dude, I got a suite. You mind if Tiger stays with me? You stay down there?
Is that what happened?
Yep. I'd go, listen, Quentin, I'm going to pop
Is
your
that really
fucking
what happened?
head like a zit. That's what happened. And then the mom goes, well, why can't I stay with him? They go, the suite, we got your room down there. We can't get your room next to Michael because there's not enough suites.
Michael wanted to stay with those kids.
Because the little boy, Michael's the end all be all. So they're like, yeah, I want to stay the night with him.
Yeah.
So he'd stay the night with him.
I find that very weird. So now I'm torn.
The guy's recollection of him, like, teach him how to masturbate and stuff, it's, God, some of it would be hard to make up, but they've had enough time where you could definitely do it. Also, why else I have skeptical hippo eyes? Because Wade, let's be honest, you loser. So you need money.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Is he a loser or is he just traumatized? Because the biggest pop culture icon of all time was sucking him off.
Yeah, well,
Fucked you up in the
that
head,
will
man.
destroy a human being. When you get molested as a child, you can be destroyed for. It causes such depression, such debilitating
And I know
issues.
This is why there are 3 people walking this earth who can watch my kid. His mom, his grandma, his grandpa. That is it.
Yep.
We got a new nanny. You know what I did? First time she took him out by herself. You know what I did? I spied on that bitch.
Yep.
Followed her, dude.
Yep.
Followed her. That's how I roll, man. An hour. Took an hour of work and note taking.
Worth it.
And hiding. Was I in
Worth it.
camo? Maybe.
Worth it.
Maybe. There's 3 people.
Dressed up like a tree.
Yep. Because guess what? If they do something to that kid, his life is fucked, man.
I agree with you.
Super
dude.
fucked.
I agree. So
I take 0 chances.
the first thing my mother-in-law said is, no older boys to babysit your kid, no matter what. No, I was like, I know that. I'm like, of course not.
No boys.
Yeah.
How about that? No boys.
No.
Hate to tell you,
There's a gender difference. There's where I fucking, I'm writing that down. That's my new, I got a whole thing on this. That's where I'm fucking discriminating.
Yeah, babysitters.
Yeah, babysitters.
Because my son comes to me at 14, he's like, Dad, I got something to tell you. Like, what? He's like, you remember Amy, that really attractive babysitter? I'm like, yeah. He's like, she sucked me off. I'm like, let's go get a bear, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, right.
Fist bump. Because I've jacked off many times to that.
There you
Was
go.
it good?
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Now, if I had a daughter and she's like, listen,
Yeah.
Bill, the babysitter,
Yeah.
molested me, she's fucked.
Yeah.
We're not getting
Well,
bears.
I have
we got to hire a therapist.
I have a friend who went through this, and his son was having major problems, and his son was older, and he said this guy's smart, and he said to his son, he was like, something's wrong here, and he said, did you ever suffer any sexual abuse? And it was, kids started crying, and it was when he was younger,
Usually
and
family
an older boy. A lot of times family members.
Usually family
This was
member.
an older boy under. It was. I don't want to give too much away because I want to respect his privacy. But it was a very innocent. It'd be a very innocent thing to do, and you wouldn't think because people would be supervised. But this kid had a way.
Was he a lifeguard?
No. So what happened was, it happened, and.
Over the years?
And the mother knew, kept it from the father, tried to and nobody talked about it and all that stuff. And it is something that has to be dealt with, but it can cause major fucking
Oh my
damage.
God, you
man.
kidding me, dude?
Major fucking damage.
Chin, you ever been fondled? Probably not.
No, thank God.
Yeah. It all depends.
I mean, if
I
you're
don't feel
a kid,
comfortable
fondled-
asking. I don't feel comfortable
fondled,
asking Kat.
I was fondled.
I feel like Kat would be the worst kid to try and fondle because I feel like you're feisty.
Oh yeah, I also have like a gang of uncles who just like would not put up with
now
it.
they're Vietnamese. They'll kill,
Also,
they'll kill
dude,
you.
I know I was a cutie pie as a kid, but I'm a chatty Cathy. So you touch my dick, everybody's finding out.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did.
The moment I leave that room, I'm going, guess what
Yeah, but
just
that's what-
happened?
yeah, that's what I did.
Even if Michael Jackson, like, dude, pinky swear, because my career will be over if you tell everyone about this. Like, dude, no problem. As soon as I get out, I'd go to my brother, like, guess what happened?
Yeah.
Jackson just sucked me off, dude. I'd call my friend, bro, you'll never believe what just happened.
You know what happened to me, right? In camp, I get fondled
One of
by
my
our
favorite stories.
camp counselor.
I know
And
it's
I'm like-
dark. It's one of my favorite stories.
And then I talked to my other buddy.
Hold on. Set this up for the people who missed this story.
Well,
You've told on JRE.
Yeah.
You
There
got
was
molested. How old?
There were two incidents, but
I don't mean to make light of this.
No, there were
but
two
it's the only
incidents.
thing you can do.
Well, for me-
because look, he's turned out great.
yeah. And by the way, I always
Kinda
say
fucked
there's,
up in the
there's
head,
a
but he's
difference between. But see, there's a difference between being in a position where you have to do it all the time because they manipulate your brain, then where they rape you.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between that and being fondled. But
And there's also a difference
I go-
being into it.
well,
not
that's
saying
true.
you were.
That's true. So I wake up and the guy's fiddling with my willy, and I'm like, "Fuck is
Hold
going
on, you're
on?"
at boys camp.
So we would be in
Paint
camp.
the scene, bro.
So at camp, you
Summer
would go
camp.
away on canoe trips.
Summer camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're in summer camp. You go away on canoe trips, and there's one camp counselor.
Oh yeah.
And I remember
How old?
we were skinny dipping, and
geez.
he reached under my friend. We were probably like 11, 12.
Okay.
You know,
Older than that.
old enough.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Still.
And he reached under. The guy reached under my buddy's dong and said, "There's a bone right there." And my buddy was standing naked. We were wet from the lake.
Sure.
And I remember he reached under and pointed to his taint.
And
he
pushed
goes,
on it?
There's a bone right there. He was telling the story. And all I remember going, that guy reached with a hook and just under. So you're digging Mo's here, and he reached.
Yeah.
And he reached like here's his dong, and he reached in and went
Sure.
like that. It goes right there, and I went, "That's weird."
Like a rotary.
First red flag. Weird.
But no one said anything.
No, but I remember talking. I remember we were like,
How old's
me and
this
my buddy
guy?
John and
20?
and Donnie. What?
How old's the guy touching the kids?
Oh,
18?
he was probably I think if I look back on it, he's probably 35.
Okay.
You know, I don't
keep
remember.
going.
He had a beard.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, the big difference. Not a mean, manipulative guy.
Friendly.
He was a
He's your
very
friend.
sweet man
Yeah.
who couldn't catch a ball. I remember I threw a ball at his face, and he went like this.
What?
Like he was a very he was a loving. He just loved little boys.
Oh God.
Sure.
Right?
Keep going.
Like the unassuming soft pedophile, as it were, right? Pudgy and all that.
Sure.
And I'm not making light of this when I tell this story
No,
because I know
but you
people have
have
suffered
to.
real fucking
Yeah, but you
abuse,
have
and I
to.
did this. I don't consider
Yeah, I
this.
know. I hear you.
But for me, what happened was, I had friends I was talking to, and all my friends started going, "This is a weird thing." By the way, I didn't say this on GRE, but my other buddy, God, I think back on this. My other buddy
Yeah, you
said,
get some
"Oh,
shit.
I already got molested by this other dude."
Same camp.
Who was an ex-military guy in our camp, and he was still there. But we didn't back then. What is this? The 70s?
Yeah.
I didn't think about. We didn't tell
people did.
anybody. And I was like, he did, but that guy never did anything to me. So I always was skeptical about that. I was like, did he? I don't know about that. But then again, he's a camp counselor. He's with boys all the time. That's what he does,
Red flag.
right? So there was always this weird shit. So I wake up and he's got his hand. We all sleep together, like in
big tent.
tents, you know.
Sure.
But it was like I don't know, maybe 3 to a tent or something. I don't remember. But I remember waking up and that guy had his hand down my pants.
What time?
I was
What time in the
wearing
morning?
white tighty
What
whities.
time in the morning is this?
Who knows? 7 a.m.
Sure.
And I'm feeling it. And I remember waking up going. It just seemed like it was.
No, hold on. Hand in under the undies
Yes,
or on
sir.
top?
Yes, no.
Damn, under.
Yeah. But I swear to
Full
God, dude,
fist
I
of
swear to
cock.
God, it's funny when you're a kid, it doesn't register. Like I didn't
don't
register
know.
that it was weird. Like then I did. Then I was like, because I did that. I used to do that. You know what I mean? When you wake up and you got
your
to
own
pee
dick.
or you're playing with
Do
your
it
little
all the
willy.
time.
Yeah, of
Do
course.
it during the show.
So it felt like that. And I was like, this is weird. So I go to my buddy and I go, to my buddy Donnie, I go, hey, he touched my dick this morning. He was playing with it. And then I think I pretended I had to go to the bathroom or something, which I did. I probably had to pee. And he goes, he sucked my dick.
Oh God.
Right. So I go, and then now, because I'm slow, but you're a boy, I put it all together.
Why'd he suck?
And then I said to my buddy, my other buddy, yeah, he tried to put his finger there, whatever. And I go, I went, all right, cool. Marched. I remember. I was like, this doesn't make sense. And then I'm thinking about it.
You're a snitch.
I take my name off the next trip, the next camping trip. You used to sign up.
Probably
There would be a
sit
thing.
out of the next trip.
And sit out on the next trip.
Probably
and he
fall
came up to me.
back.
He goes, I saw you scratch your name off. What happened? I go,
Well,
"Oh,
Doug, what happened?
yeah.
Is you fucking
But
touched my dick.
then my friend, I said, I think I want to tell on him. And my friend Donnie goes, I feel like I'm protecting his. He goes, don't do it. Don't say anything, man. Come on. And he was like, don't. And this is what happens. You don't want, as a
Shaming.
kid, you don't want to make a thing about it because you don't understand it. You don't have context for it. But I was like,
You're
fuck
embarrassed,
that.
too.
My mother came.
Oh, yeah.
For Parent Day or whatever.
Callen
I
coming in
marched
hot.
right to my mother. I go, hey, guess what? That guy did this, that, and the other thing. He also did this. They brought all of us in. All of us told. I never forget the owner of the camp said, now I'm going to ask you some questions. I don't want you to get emotional about it. Did he put his mouth here? He asked me all kinds of questions. I said, no, but he did it to Donnie. And they brought Donnie in, and Donnie was like, fucking, he was sensitive. I wasn't,
did Donnie
here's the other
squeal?
thing, dude. I wasn't,
You're a sociopath.
I'm not a sensitive
No,
guy.
you're dead behind the
Yeah,
eyes.
you know I am. I'm
Yeah.
not sensitive. I don't know why. I'm just not. That my other friend was. And
So
I didn't.
Donnie was crying.
Yeah, and I wasn't. And again, maybe I would have been, but I wasn't raped. And there's a difference. Some kids, you can't come back from that, especially when
Never.
it's a priest or somebody that is a pillar of the community.
What'd they
and you
do
don't,
to that
you
guy,
don't know
though,
where to
dude?
turn.
What'd they do to the camp
This
counselor?
was the 70s, Bubba.
Nothing.
You know what they told? He was married.
promoted him.
He was married. You know what his wife said? Because my mother said this to me. His wife said, "Oh God, he's up to that again."
Oh, my God.
And she was the arts and crafts team.
Was his name
This was the
Sandusky?
70s. This is why this Me Too thing is a good thing, because it's raising awareness for people who really have been traumatized and abused. And so what happened was he goes, and then he just was moved on. Back then, there's no database. There's no he was just moved on. I don't know what happened.
That's so crazy.
And again, I have to say this. Because you didn't read about this stuff as a boy, as a mother, you didn't think it was that big a deal because it was just a creepy guy.
I
You know
guess
what I'm
I just
saying?
come from a different time.
But you know what I mean? You do, because back then,
What did your
you
dad
didn't know
say?
about kids getting abducted.
What
You
did
didn't
your
hear
dad
about
say?
that stuff.
What did your dad say? Because if I would have came home from school and went, Dad, my teacher,
father was overseas.
My teacher, Mr. Blake, touched
Yeah.
my dick. My dad went, what's his name?
Yeah.
And would have marched
My
right
father
up
was
there.
overseas, and I bet, and you're asking me for the first time, I just never think about this. I bet you my mother never told him, and I bet you he still doesn't know.
He knows now.
Yeah. I bet you my mom never told him. But because that would serve no good. But back then, by the way, can you imagine the lawsuit now? That was never even brought up back then.
No one sued back then. Now
No.
we're all sue happy.
No, you didn't sue. You didn't know about child abduction. You didn't know about perversion. None of this stuff was talked about. I'm old enough to remember this. None of this stuff was, and it was what he was considered to be was the same as a peeping Tom or a flasher, or that's kind of everybody. All those weirdos were put in the context.
into together.
My sister came home and this guy asked her to touch his dick and said it's a red balloon, and I remember we had to talk about it in the family. This was in Greece back in '76 or something. So again, these were things that you didn't hear about, the stories of child abduction, child rape.
balloon?
You heard about a creep who jerked off in a car.
You never had any problems, Chin? No close calls?
I don't think so. But
so-
you don't remember stuff like that.
But so
right?
Jonathan Haidt, the
Those I do.
social psychologist who was on Rogan, he said back in the day, kids were allowed to walk to school. They were allowed to do everything on their own. They could go out and play and everything else. Then in the 80s, there were some high profile child abductions, and the details came out, like John Wayne Gacy, about what he did, Ted Bundy, and all of a sudden we found out that there were very evil people out there who got off on killing, torturing, and raping women, children, and Jonathan Haidt does a really good job of showing this. When kids started showing up on milk cartons, you had a generation of helicopter parents.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, parents like you,
I'm guilty.
like me, we don't let our kids go to the store. We don't let our kids walk home. We don't let our kids ever be alone and unsupervised. And what it's done is it's created a lot of anxiety in children, a lack of independence. It's created kids who always have somebody watching over them, so they don't settle things on their own. What they do is they go to the authority figure, and it's caused a lot of damage. And
Them little dudes living, though.
How many kids are abducted by strangers a year?
Couldn't tell
me a
you.
number.
I have no idea.
100. Very, very few. It's very
good
fucking
thing.
rare. Goddamn right, it's a good thing.
I'd rather have a helicopter
It's always been
parent than
very
a loosey-goosey
It's always
parent,
been
though.
very rare, but you pay a price too for having a helicopter.
Either way,
parent.
though. Either
Well,
way.
listen.
Either way.
Listen. It's our worst nightmare. It's every parent's worst nightmare.
You never had any close calls, Cat, with being molested?
No,
I'm
I was
sure you're
super
cutie.
sheltered.
Oh, really?
Super sheltered,
You
yeah.
You had lawnmower parents.
When you got
No, kind of like helicopter parents, where my parents didn't want me going out, walking around by myself. So I'd always have a cousin or uncle or aunt.
I feel like with a girl, it's different too.
Yes, it is.
Like with my son, if he's big and again, it's a sexist thing, but that's the world we live in. If I had a little girl and she's a little button cute, like cute as fuck, you're not gonna let her just roam by herself and play by herself.
No.
With a boy, it's like, all right,
Yeah, it all depends. It was a different world. As I tell that story, all of it comes back as I start thinking about how different the world was back then.
even the '90s, it's different.
Yeah.
I never really had any close calls. I was a cute kid too. No one came my way.
Most of the time, kids
was cute, man.
deal with perverts who are going to do something like, expose themselves, or it's. But these priests and that whole
That's
culture,
a real problem, dude. Remember when people like flashers? I remember it'd be like on the news, people that run by and like flash people.
Yeah.
Take it
whatever.
easy.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah,
Hey, cops, let's focus on something else.
Yeah, they do.
The guy who flashes his dick to the cars,
They
like,
do,
let's
they
not announce that on
The
news.
problem is that sometimes flashers and peeping Tom, sometimes that's a ladder to deeper, more fucked
Well, it
up.
starts with the peeps.
Yeah, starts with the teenagers,
Then
and
you
peeping
get the
Tom
creeps.
or whatever.
Yep.
Sometimes.
But Brian, question: If you've like found out who that guy was today, would you want him in
As a
trouble,
guest.
or would you be?
As a guest.
No, would you want him in jail, or would you be like, dude, it was a long time ago. I want to forget about it.
No, I would probably have. I don't know if he was the kind of guy who I can't have a guy like that out there.
Yeah.
The first thing I would do is I would say if he was in a retirement home or
Yeah,
I'd be
something
like,
like
all right,
that.
if he's around kids still,
If he was like a teacher
I'm
now,
taking him down because I may not have been traumatized, but I don't know what he's done to other people.
I know.
I can't have you touching kids.
but how old would he be now? 80 something, 85.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If he was 30, like 70.
Yeah, he'd be old. He might be dead. He wasn't healthy. He was kind of, not a very. He wasn't in
You
shape.
never know though. Sometimes those big heavy dudes live a while.
Well, look at these fucking cardinals and priests who have a history, and
That's
they're
so
living in the
dark.
Vatican. They're protected.
That's so dark.
Fuck you, man. It's just compromised the church. It's done, That to me, ultimately, this with children is, because I have kids, it's the ultimate. To me, it's the ultimate evil, man. It's a special kind of fucked up,
I wish I could freeze my son right now at 3 years old. He's so fucking cute. Just wish you could freeze
I
him.
know, the greatest. I know, dude. Believe me, my son's 7. I just can't get enough. But man, that age,
3.
Oh.
So cute.
the greatest. Hilarious because they're figuring shit out. My son now at 7, my sense of humor. That kid's gonna be a comedian. Like, I love it. He's just he's got all my liabilities and all my strengths. I can just watch him do shit.
Dude, I'll
Hilarious.
just switch subjects from kids getting molested. I drank a bunch of juice yesterday. Bunch of like real green juice.
Oh boy.
Bro.
Oh, you got a little sick. You got a little sick?
I don't know what's going on. I feel fine.
A lot
Just
of people
like
got
right
sick.
here. It's
Yeah.
like feels like I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, you're getting that chest cold. That
I feel fine
everybody
though.
in my family, Frank Grillo, all my boys have.
I feel fine though.
Now you're going down.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. I got a busy day and night. But I drank a bunch of green juice. Dude, when I say I had diarrhea would be an understatement.
Yeah.
It wasn't even diarrhea. It was just brown water.
Yep. I did that. I did 2.
It was like nothing I've ever experienced.
I did 2 liters of that and decided to play tennis.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I looked at my buddy Jimmy. I go, I think I shat myself. So I'm going to have to stop now because my underwear looked like
Dude,
seaweed.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.
Seaweed in my panties. I made
Chocolate milk out
Yep.
of my ass.
You had chocolate milk? I had seaweed. I looked like I made poo-poo seaweed.
It's very strange.
Seaweed poo-poo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. That'll squirt right at you.
Ah, man.
Your rumper
It's
cannot hold
violent,
that
too.
water in.
Oh, my ass is chapped.
Do you know the sphincter is the most incredible muscle in the body because it can hold water and it can hold solid and it can kind of tell the difference? How about that? And gas. I'm sorry. It holds water, solid matter, and gas and can kind of like, and knows when and what it is and can let it
It's
out.
very amazing.
Your old sphincter. And I want to get up in there and I want to take a look and make sure everything's all right. Now listen to me. You're my friend. I'm going to take these 2 digits.
wanna get up
I'm going
in
to get there. I'm going to start working it a little bit.
Oh,
You're going to bite
man.
down on a belt. I don't want any fucking lip out of you.
dude.
Because it's True Grit Monday. It's True Grit Monday. Any observations on the fights? I know I'm sure you probably broke them down already.
And I got to do it after this on Rogan. But what do you got?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh, no.
No, I have all the energy for this.
I want to see Robbie Lawler and Ben Askren fight.
You want to do it again?
I mean, I think Robbie Lawler beats him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I think Robbie Lawler is just the biggest, baddest motherfucker on the planet.
So is Ben Askren, though. And also that bulldog choke could have been real trouble if they didn't stop it.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. There's not an argument. You can't go, oh, Robbie Lawler would just beat the shit out of him. Because Robbie Lawler was in a lot of trouble.
He was in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they're both in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the rematch makes sense.
Yeah. John Jones is just too good always. Just too good. How about when he's on his knees just pounding on him like that?
How good? No, you're missing the Usman's the fucking MVP.
Fuck.
Dismantled with
He's
it.
just like, I'm going to get in your face and
He
I'm
looks
just going to put
amazing.
pressure on him.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He's fighting Colby Covington now. Next.
He can't wait. He hates Colby Covington.
They hate each other.
What do you think of that? What do you call that
Usman.
fight? Usman's bigger. He's just stronger.
They do the same thing. I just think Usman's better.
Yeah. And Usman has that sick cardio. He just doesn't get tired.
They both do. So's Colby, though.
Yeah, Colby's crazy that way. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
Dude, how was Utah?
Fucking amazing. Those crowds are amazing. Sold out. They wanted to add
Wise guys.
they wanted to add a third show.
And what'd you tell me
And I
about
said,
adding
absolutely
3
not.
shows? I know.
Absolutely not. Because I'm 8,000 feet up, and I tried to do that in Denver once, and I almost
Altitude,
died.
They get you.
Oh, it'll get you.
Even if you're at sea level, doing 3 shows in a night is tough work.
It's tough work, and I don't want to do it. I'm not interested. But it was amazing. But snowed the whole time, which is why I live in Southern California.
Fuck, I hate snow.
Yeah. Yep.
Dumping?
Yep. Went and did some bodybuilding. That's my new thing. Did I mention that?
No.
Oh, I'm not doing this. All this crazy like this
Oh, dude,
joint
you
this stuff
should
that puts stuff on my
deadlift
joints.
this dick in your mouth.
I'm doing isolating my muscle, the belly of the muscle, not the tendons. And I'm gonna get thick. I'm
some
doing
cable flies for your
bodybuilding.
chest,
That's what I'm
bro.
doing. I worked
Perfect.
out with my boy Justin Dees, who helped me out. He's a fucking high level coach, and he was just like, "Here you go."
Just listen to him on chest. Who has a better chest? You're Ben Askren. Go.
Well,
See Ben's chest?
yeah. Well, his body looks like it's so funny for a guy who's been wrestling and training his whole life, and he looks. Some guys just genetically look somewhat soft. It's hilarious. He just does.
Ultimate dad bod, bro.
Now Robbie Lawler's body looks better than ever.
I know.
Look at that dad bod. I mean,
Powerful dad. Well, he just
Yeah,
happens
it's not
to
a
be
dad body, but-
the best grappler in the world, but whatever.
it's so ridiculous, right? But I mean, that's it. But Robbie Lawler looks better than ever.
He looked great.
What is it? What is it about a dude like that in his brain that he just loves to fight that much? A stone cold killer, just the ultimate fucking badass.
Put your boner in, huh?
Well, he's
He's
just
been doing it
like
for quite some time.
he's been doing it forever since
yeah.
he was 17. He's just another day. Ben Askren was talking about. It was so interesting. He said, when people say, when I was talking about wrestling D1 or going to American University.
You were
The
talking
guys,
about it?
well, like I went to American and I was going to try out for the team, but I had beaten their starter in my weight class in high school. But when you talk about this level of wrestling, like with the University of Arizona, where everybody was undefeated in high school, everybody's an all-star, and then those guys wrestle each other, and you're just metal sharpening metal, and that kind of training, I would imagine that kind of D1 wrestling training is way harder than
I'm having a hard
D1
time
football.
finding a correlation between you never wrestling in college and Ben Askren
I'm saying
going against the best.
even the fact that I talk about wrestling is like it's not the same thing. It's like just shut up about it, because that level of wrestling and that kind of dedication is there's D1 wrestling and then there's D1 wrestling, right? And I feel like
Yeah,
that
but you
kind of,
didn't either.
I didn't either. I'm saying that's why when I
Even you mentioning wrestling at American University,
that's my point.
It doesn't make sense.
That's
'cause
my
you didn't
point.
wrestle there.
That's my point.
So there's no jumping point.
But I've
there.
just at times I've been like, well, I went to a D1 school. Like, oh, were you good in high school? Like, and it's like you didn't wrestle there.
But
so.
there's no story.
Well, the story is
You never
I
wrestled
really applied
there.
myself.
You never wrestled.
exactly. So, is D1 wrestling the regimen that you go through in college much harder than D1 football?
Just different.
Physically?
Just different.
Physically,
Just different.
it's not. You wouldn't say it's physically more demanding though. Training and stuff.
I'm not wrestling's as tough as it gets. You know this, dude.
Yeah.
just do me a favor moving forward, though. Never compare your wrestling experience in college, which doesn't exist, to Ben Askren.
Really?
It's so weird.
So I can't do that?
It's so strange.
No, but I was
if
just
you
saying,
wrestled there, it'd make way more sense.
I did some takedowns.
There's nothing.
I did some takedowns.
You never even wrestled in college.
I'm just saying, man, guys.
Is there a difference?
Guys-
Like when I was in college, well,
Guys, I was just
you
saying
didn't
there's D1 schools and then there's D1 schools. You know what I'm saying, everybody?
Let's go to current events.
All right.
Just want something in common with him. I'm next time. If I ever meet Ben Askren, I'm going to go, I wrestled too. That's what I'm going to do.
So Walmart is getting a lot of backlash because they announced that they're officially going to stop hiring people as people greeters.
Oh, that's
Why?
bullshit.
Well, here's the thing, though. Have you ever seen?
Brendan, careful. Brendan, careful. Bring up some of the
Hold on.
Walmart greeters. I want to
Please do.
before you
Here's
do.
the other thing. Walmart greeters.
Don't say it out loud.
Hey, Walmart.
They don't look
greeters-
like Robbie Lawler, is what you're saying.
No, or Ben Askren.
Okay.
They look- well,
Just be cool.
Be cool, bro. Be fucking cool, Brian. Be
very cool.
fucking cool, bro. Here's the thing, though. Walmart greeters, and then guys who put away your groceries are the same guy. Because I went to the grocery store. I went to Ralph's yesterday, and the guy put them away was talking really loud and asking questions everyone could hear. And I thought, well, Jesus, dude.
Yeah,
he looked normal.
mental handicap.
He looked normal. Yeah. And you know how, and then the biggest kind of red flag is I bought some bread. He went, cool story. Bread's going on bottom, milk's going on top of the bread.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
I went,
yeah.
well, okay. And you're
So a
asking
lot of these,
questions real loud,
a lot of
you're
the
not-
greeters are people who are handicapped and mentally handicapped.
or older.
Old.
Yeah.
too.
Usually it's some greeters are either elderly or they have some sort of disability.
Gives them a job, dude.
Keep them, man.
They're
Wait,
actually
can you
changing-
go back to those guys?
Dude, I did get those guys are dope. That's
fantastic.
fake. Dude, I did get molested, kind of. There's a kid with Down.
Talking about greeters.
I know. Well, it's kind of a greeter. There was there's a kid with Down syndrome at CU, and he worked in Dow Ward.
Yeah.
And he would always be in sweats. I remember they asked him to carry the towels, and he stuffed all the towels in his pants and his like shirt. And they're like, "Well, no, dude, you can't do that to carry the towels." Anyways, he had Down syndrome, had a twin. But whenever we would get Gatorade or shakes, he would always refill the cups. And he'd always stand behind me and rub the small of my back and my ass. And I thought he was doing it to everybody. And then when we were in the locker room, they go, damn, did you hear about, I forget his name. And I go, yeah, dude, why is he always touching us? Like, why the fuck so handsy, man? Doesn't he always touch your butt and like your lower back when you're getting drinks? And everyone's all, no. Like, what? He didn't touch everyone. I thought I thought we were cool with it.
You were a favorite.
Because he had the downs.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we were cool because he had downs. He could just do whatever he wants.
He's just
And the guy's
working
like,
your-
fuck no, dude. He not because of me, but he did lose his job.
Oh,
I know.
because he can't be
I'm sure he touched the wrong kid.
petting your butt.
Every day. Every day I get Gatorade and he just pop up very sneaky and just start rubbing my ass. I was like, this is life, dude. Want to play Division I football? You got to have the kid with Downs rub your ass.
Yep.
I thought he was doing it to everyone.
Yep. But you got a nice back and a nice ass. I've rubbed your
But
ass.
he was kind of a greeter. The reason why he reminded me, he was like the greeter of Dow Ward. And you'd be like, oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
He was like 40.
Well, I like I think they should have greeters because it gives people who are lonely or older
Something to do.
Yeah, man. And especially people who are handicapped. Like if I had a handicapped child, and they were in a wheelchair or whatever, I want them to be around people.
We want him to have a purpose.
Yeah, instead of
Here's the
sitting home
thing, though.
watching TV.
They shouldn't be bagging the groceries, though. Because like he took like my produce and put it on top of the chicken.
You should have
should
have a degree.
Oh man,
Man, you're anti-handicap.
Oh my gosh.
no, bro.
No,
I'm just
you're
saying-
right. You know what? Why don't you go fire all those
Hold on.
baggers?
Greeters,
So that your bread.
greeters, yes.
So that your
Bagging my
fucking bread.
shit.
So
Well,
your bread isn't squishy.
I don't want him as my accountant.
Well, so that your bread isn't squishy, I guess we'll have to fire all the fucking people who are mentally disabled and they're not allowed to bag
Or
groceries.
maybe just the
so
guys-
Brendan's bread can be fucking unsquished.
maybe
you
just
know
the
what?
guy at Ralph's.
Listen,
You know
you-
what? I'm a bad person.
Yeah,
you know
you
why?
are. You're a
I used to
very
work.
bad-
Hey, I used to work at a grocery store, and I got fired. And I used to bag the groceries, and there's a kid with Down syndrome who was bagging them too. And I hated my life and my job there, so I'd grab all the new magazines and candy and donuts, just sit in the bathroom, crumple up the magazines, and just like mess around in there, passing the minutes and the hours.
Yeah.
And then I'd put the magazines back, and finally, at a meeting, and they were like, "Hey, whoever the fuck is ruining the magazines and everything, this is a problem. It's someone inside. It's an inside job doing this." And I thought the easy victim would be the kid with Down syndrome.
Oh, no.
I think it's Jerry.
You had just outed yourself as a terrible person.
No, but
Oh my God. I'm afraid I can't do this podcast anymore. Oh my God. The fall guy. Wow, it's probably, but the sick thing is that was that.
And I got
you
fired.
knew he wouldn't get in
I got
trouble.
fired. No, he's not getting in trouble. He had a hall pass. He was a way better employee than me.
So blame Jerry.
I blame Jerry. He has some strikes, dude. I have no more strikes.
You had no more.
I don't get any.
So
freebies.
when it
I
came
got
down
fired,
to it,
bro.
when it came down to it, I need this job. That guy who's mentally disabled can go home in front of the TV. Enjoy this. You got to get out of here, kid. You threw a mentally disabled
Hey, but as soon as
boy
I said
under the
it,
bus.
no one believed me. Everyone's all, "Nah, man, Jerry wouldn't do that shit." Because
Nah,
he was
the bad person.
He was the poster boy of the.
So you've gotten two mentally disabled people fired. One for touching
the
your
other
back.
kid just got fired.
Nah, I don't believe it now.
No, dude.
Now I don't believe it.
I didn't snitch on him, man.
You had two people fired. Now you want them all fired.
No,
so your
dude.
bread
I'm
could
just
be,
saying they shouldn't be bagging groceries.
Oh my God. He is Brett. You heard it here first. Brendan Schaub is the enemy to everyone with Downs.
I got fired though, dude. Jerry's
You're
good.
the boogeyman.
Jerry's good, dude. That's the moral of this story is Jerry's good.
If you have Downs, watch out for Brendan. He'll get you fired from the one job you have. I think it was
You know
Jerry.
what? There's a kid with Downs.
I think Jerry.
Here's the thing. There's a
Blame Jerry's a good t-shirt. With an arrow? With just an arrow?
blame Jerry with me like this. Here's the thing. In an apron.
Jerry.
Here's the thing is in middle school, we had this kid with Downs, and we called him Big Red. He's a redhead with Downs.
Big Red.
Checked all the boxes. And he was so strong and fast. And I always picked him first.
He was fast and strong.
He was fast. I always picked him first.
I don't believe you.
Dude, I swear.
No, see, now you're
I
trying
always
to get
picked him first.
You're in a hole.
No, I always
trying to get
picked him-
yourself out.
I do. I picked
now
him-
you're lying about
every
picking
time
him
they go
first.
first pick. I go Big Red.
Of course, you want Big Red because you don't want to hurt his feelings.
No, because he could fucking tackle like Bobby Boucher.
Okay.
He was way stronger than everyone.
Right. So
Had that blowout ass like they have.
yeah. So you chose him.
You know what? Let's move on.
Well, I can't move on. Now I have to go pee and cry in a corner. I'll be right back. Fucking hilarious. Yeah.
Next one.
What do you got?
Next
man?
one.
So, Skechers released an ad throwing shade at Nike about their sneaker breaking. And if you scroll down, it says, "Just blew it, Skechers. We won't split on you."
Isn't that great?
Wow.
But you're also Skechers.
Yeah, true.
No one's wearing those. Who knows if they blow out or not? No one's rocking Skechers on the b-ball court.
Nope.
Did you see Zion fucking blow his shoe out?
Yeah.
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 Dude, you haven't been watching the NFL Combine.
I watched.
Bring up Metcalf.
I saw him. That was stupid.
You did see him. You don't need to bring him up.
I love watching it. Let me watch it again. How many times did he's just, how tall is he? He's just fucking such a freak out.
1.9 body fat.
He ran a 4.340. I mean,
He's 230 pounds, 6'3". They say 1.8% body fat, which is a lie, but let's just keep doing it.
Dude, man. I'm watching him run that 40. That was like.
what is his,
He started crying after running 40 because he knew it was a life-changing moment. God damn.
you can tell right away that he's running that fast.
Yeah.
Come on.
4.33, 230 pounds.
What? Stop.
No, I'm looking in the stands right now. I saw 2 or 3 scouts look at their stopwatch and show other scouts as if, hey, did you get that? Am I reading this right?
He is Batman. I would look into the camera and just say I'm Batman. I might throw up the deuce.
Oh my God, dude.
He's 230 pounds.
Oh my God.
4.3 and 4.38. That's insane.
A 4.42. So DK
Julio's a
Metcalf.
specimen too.
So that's faster than Julio Jones. That's faster than Beckham Jr.
maybe a tenth of
And he's
a second.
230. Now that's a wide receiver, sir.
He's 6'2".
That's not.
I'm sorry, 6'3".
This is just, I mean, physical.
Definitely go in the first round.
That's 225, huh? How many
Yep.
times do you do it? 27?
How many is he doing here? 26.
There was a Samoan guy, I guess he did it 60 times.
It's never good if you're that good at it. The guy who really kills it never makes it in the NFL.
Really?
When he's that good at bench, because usually short, stubby with real big
yeah.
chest. It's like the guys who do like 60 times or 53 times.
Yeah.
The NFL's like, oh, that's not cool. Oh, he had a 40 and a half inch vert.
A what?
40 and a half.
47 reps.
27.
Watch this. Watch this.
Definitely not 47.
Okay.
Look at this.
That's
Look
40.
at the fucking power.
The guy's
Nice.
an absolute freakazoid.
My God. My God.
Think girls want to have his babies?
Yeah, I got to start training.
Oh, hey, tell that Ben Askren story
Yeah,
again.
so I was
How you
almost,
never
I
wrestled.
went to a D1 school.
Carry on.
And they had D1 wrestling where I went to college, but I'd wrestled in high school.
So weird.
And I thought
It's
about
so
wrestling,
depressing.
and I would have had to have made the team.
So speaking of molesters, Ian McKellen was on a podcast talking about Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey, saying that they were closeted when they were abusing kids and
Which are
teens.
both scumbags.
Yes, and that he suggested if they were out, that abuse wouldn't have had happened. He later recanted and apologized for what he said.
So he's saying if Bryan Singer and
Kevin Spacey
were came out of the closet,
yeah,
that
that the abuse
it's
wouldn't have
definitely
had
wrong.
happened.
But also just be Professor X. How about that? Just be Professor X.
He's an amazing guy.
Yeah,
Actually.
he is.
He's amazing. And
But you're also on a podcast just bullshitting.
yeah, and
you
then
know.
we live in this bullshit Twitterverse where they come after you over nothing. You know,
I get it. I like that guy. He's amazing Magneto. I said Professor X.
I
He's,
saw
he's
him.
Magneto.
I saw his one man
no idea.
Shakespeare show when
I
I
bet
was in
it's good.
college, and then got to go backstage and talk to him. He's incredible.
What else you got?
So, a Tennessee man was arrested for dipping his balls in somebody's salsa because they left him, I believe it was like 83 cent tip for delivery.
It's cool.
And there's a video of it.
Oh shit! Let me see it. Hold on. Before you play it, is it a chunky or is it Chipotle? Is it like a real like habanero hot sauce?
I don't think it's habanero. It's probably something much
chunky?
milder.
Like
It doesn't seem chunky. It seems much more of like a dip, like watery.
Because if it's pico de gallo, then it's really not
There's
a
a
big
video
deal.
of him dipping his balls.
This is what you get when you give an 89 cents tip for an almost 30-minute drive.
Oh, it's a Postmates.
We don't know what the actually. It's I believe dinner delivery was the app.
This is what you get.
But what kind of savage tips before they even deliver?
He also put
That's
it on
how
Facebook.
certain apps work. They give you
have
the
to tip
option of
before?
some will give you the option to tip right when you place the order. Some will
Never.
give you the option to tip afterwards.
Always after.
89 cents for a 30-minute drive.
And it may not have had been the person's intention of tipping 89 cents. It may have been the preset tip percentage of
Oh,
whatever
like
it was that they are
18%,
ordering.
You're just like, oh, here's.
Oh, well, that
Yeah.
guy isn't a bad guy. He's just being a fucking silly goose. So fuck it.
Yeah, but now he is arrested.
Until
I know, can you imagine?
orders food and dips his dick in salsa.
Oh, that's a-
No, he is a bad guy. What if a kid's eating that salsa? Fuck.
You're the one who's against handicapped
He's not a bad
people.
guy.
You're
You
the one
know,
who wants to
he's
fire
just
all the
dipping-
handicaps.
He's just dipping his dick in
he's just
someone's
fucking around.
food.
He's like, the guy gave me no tip. I'll dip my balls in your fucking,
and you think that's okay?
it's better than firing all the handicapped people like you want to.
Dude,
And blaming
not a
them
bad
for
guy.
crimes they didn't commit.
Not a bad guy. Actually, pretty cool. I
fucking
think.
says blame Jerry over here.
God, you're
Listen,
such
man,
a pussy.
he's fine. You don't
He's
get arrested
fine.
for that.
There's
Just
not a big deal.
Slap on the wrist. Don't put your balls in people's food. I told you when I worked at a restaurant, the guy who was weird. He was a bus boy and he had been cut in his face and he was from somewhere and didn't speak English very well. And we caught him. From was like, come over here. What? And we used to put the jellies into those little things on the tables, you know. And he was licking all the jellies, all of them.
That's
And
weird.
she goes to the other guy goes, can you tell him? I don't want to fire him, but tell him he just can't lick all the jellies like that. Don't lick.
Dude, have you seen the video of that guy stirring? I think it's coffee with his dick at his work.
No, but that's great.
Google or YouTube that. The guy takes the coffee and stirs it with his dick or pisses in it because he hates his coworkers. Huh. Now that's a bad guy.
Is it?
You sure?
Or is he just?
Man stirs. How about man pisses in coffee at work?
That sounds familiar.
That's a problem. Yeah, you wouldn't stir coffee because that would really hurt.
You're crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, this one. Is it this one or this one?
Caught on camera peeing in the coffee pot.
That's a weird perversion where you just want to.
Or you just hate your coworkers. Look at him drinking from the can like a savage. What a rebel. What a rebel.
He just doesn't.
The risk he's taking of someone walking in on him right now. This dude don't give a
just spit.
He just spit in it.
Mm-hmm. Now he's pissing it because he hates his coworkers. Yeah, he's really getting low.
He's pissing.
Damn, he's going all out.
Oh, he's
too
lost
much.
his mind. He's lost his fucking mind.
Or he lost his job. But also, I could smell that. Listen, I'm such a coffee connoisseur. I could smell pee-pee in my coffee. You ain't fooling me with a dark roast.
Man, he's not doing well, that guy, huh?
Oh, shit.
No way.
Look at this dickhead. Oh, you do just
This
pour
might
it.
be fake.
You do
I think
just,
this is fake.
You do just pour it and take a sip. Oh, that's fake.
That's fake.
That's fake.
Yeah, that looks fake.
Well, it's embarrassing. Let's keep going. You guys know what I'm talking about. You've seen people.
Everybody talking tonight. 13 News Ariel Rothfield was in
Pizza Hut employee caught peeing in kitchen sink. Who gives a fuck?
Oh,
I pee in sinks all the time.
Me too.
why?
I love it. Matter of fact, I
piss
feel
in
like
sinks, I do a
feel
lot
like
of
a Hell's Angel when I do it.
Yeah. Look, man, sometimes you gotta just piss, you know.
Dude, if the bathroom's blocked, I'm pissing in your sink, bro.
I've taken shits like right outside somebody's, like in parking lots and a door, like wherever. Just shut up.
I don't know about shitting, but I love peeing in sinks. Since college, it's my thing in college, man. The roommate had to ask me to stop peeing in sinks.
I shat right on near someone's wheel of their
Dude, you're
car.
talking about something different, you know? Shitting's
I took a
different.
shit at a club and I went outside and I was like, I'm going to take a shit there. And I climbed over and I took a shit. And then he was Italian and my friend said, he said, if you do that again, he'll kick you in the face. I was like, well, let him try. I'm from New York, I said. And I wasn't.
Tell me you're a D1 wrestler.
I said,
How many times have you told people you're a D1 wrestler?
I never said
When you were
that.
younger?
I've never said that.
Guarantee it.
No,
when
no,
you were
I never
younger.
said that. What I say is this. I go, well, I went to it. Like they go, I was a wrestler, you know, that was my sport. They go, were you good? I go, well, you know, I mean, I went to a D1 school to wrestle.
See, my
That's not
spidey
true,
my
though.
spidey senses go ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
ding,
but when I say
These
that, it's
people
not,
are so
it's,
full
it's,
of
yeah,
shit.
it's not true because
remember,
I went to a D1
Remember
school.
you had that friend who said he fought?
Yeah.
Remember like bare knuckle and
I
all
know,
this
and then
shit?
you're like, here you go, let's look it up.
And then he said he wrestled at this very famous school where I have friends who wrestled at.
Yeah.
And I went, hey, and they're the same age. I went, have you ever heard of this guy? They went, never heard of him. And then I remember I asked him, he was, oh, no, I wasn't on the team. I'd come in to help out. Well, that doesn't, programs don't do that. They don't allow outsiders to come in.
They don't?
Oh, no. Especially at Arizona State.
Well, when I
because
wrestled-
you have no background wrestling. They don't let you come in and mess
When
around
I
with the
wrestled
team.
at D1 school, I allowed people, I allowed
Makes
guests,
sense,
I
dude.
like guest-ins.
God, I wish I could hear you telling some girl you wrestled at Division One.
Well, you know what I do say? This
tell
is
you what
my-
happened
This
in
is my favorite.
college.
I go like this. Watch. So, ask me if I do any. Do I do any jujitsu or anything like
Did
that?
you do any combat sports? Or
I
anything?
spent so much of my childhood on a mat, dude.
That's hilarious.
Because I did judo. Because technically, I did judo for 3 years. Then I wrestled for 4 years. So you know, it sounds good.
Yeah.
And then I did
Even
jujitsu
that's
after
even
college.
that's a stretch.
A little bit. All right.
Well, it was like in college, we had this stud quarterback, Joel Klatt, and he looked, you know, he's 6 foot,
Handsome guy.
6 foot, not big dude,
Blonde.
blonde kid, but he burst on the scene. And we're at a bar, and this guy, we're waiting for a drink, and the guy's next to him talking to a girl, and she's like, "I can't believe you're Joel Klatt. You threw for 400 yards against CSU." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of sore. You know, it's not a big deal."
I like this
and
guy.
Joel's right behind him. He keeps going with it, and the guy's talking, and they're giving him free drinks. They think he's Joel Klatt, and then Joel taps on his shoulder, and goes, "Joel Klatt, huh?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, good to see you." But then when he turns on to see him, he's like, "Oh shit!" And guess what? Joel Klatt didn't say anything.
Okay.
Like, do your thing, man.
Yeah, let him get laid. Shut up.
Guy's dick sucked.
I mean, I went to a decent. You know, yeah, I wrestled. I you know, that was my sport. You know, When I went to a D1 school to wrestle, I mean, I was, so I could have made the team. I hit him with that. I'll say stuff like that a lot. Well, I'm a Henso Gracie blue belt, so I say that too.
That works. What else we got?
I do box. I like to spar, That's
What
the
else
other
we
thing I
got?
love saying now at 52.
I think you guys called it, right?
Yep.
Dude, how we've been on it,
Come
man.
on, brother.
So the mountain lion was they call it a kitten, which is kind of messed up.
It was. It was.
I mean,
a
but it
starving
should be
kid.
called
24 pounds. Fuck off. Still.
No,
bit
I
him,
do
though.
that count.
Still messed him up though.
No, 24 pounds after it was eaten by its
they said-
siblings.
no, the necropsy said actually, after they looked at the whole thing, the kitten was a 24-pound animal.
And you know what I think
know.
happened? I think he took that kitten's claw after he killed him, went like this.
Yeah, kills mountain lion.
3
with
to
their
4
head.
months old.
Go ahead
That
and
is
try
pretty
that with a 150-pound mountain lion. See what happens.
See right here, Brian. It's animals scavenged after its death.
Well,
They said it was by its siblings too.
Makes sense.
what's that?
Like that's what
mountain
cats
lions do, bro.
Mountain lions do, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're doing the kitten thing for sure to make it look worse, right? Instead of saying cub.
24 pounds is still not tiny. I mean, 24-pound.
It should have been like 30 or 40 though.
Nah, it wasn't though. And a 40-pound pit bull will fuck you up.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the video of that pit bull I posted? Eating the fence?
Oh yeah, Jesus.
That was freaking crazy. I would run so fast.
Jesus. Like, no, thank you.
Did your dog bite? Nah, he cool. Touch him. What else you got, Chin?
We talked about this woman before, this school teacher. She was pretty hot,
She's so hot.
right? But the dude was 13 years old, sixth grade, and you could see some of her texts now.
Would let the other boys watch.
I mean, this is a fantasy.
Fuck.
She would have one person watching to make sure no one came in while they're doing each other.
Chin.
But she must be completely crazy, right?
She
we
must
got the
be.
text.
Yeah, I'll show you the text, but let me see her body
My
here.
dick's about to get hard.
Check this out.
Oh, yeah. What you doing, she says.
Thinking about your sex.
And he says thing about your sex self because he's 13. She says, "Oh, baby, I wish you were with me." Video. I want you, BB. When can
we fuck again?
Yeah.
I want you to, baby, so bad. Whenever we can, I'm down. So her English isn't great as a teacher, but whatever. That's the first
you for
red
real
flag.
Get sexier to me every day.
Like
Is that her?
you for real get sexier to me every day, LL. And he puts, "I want to fuck so bad, baby. Those times weren't enough for me." Heart emoji. She put, "Me neither, baby. I want you every day."
So she's got a
with
record.
no time limit.
So there's a record of this. This is
That's her text.
This is a person who needs psychological help.
Yeah.
She's got real problems.
There's a bunch of
she's
notes.
A horrible person.
Well, I mean, but
She's like crazy.
Yeah, she's
attractive.
not well.
Ah, dude, you know what?
She's gorgeous.
Where's
but
she at?
mean,
I'll post bail for her.
Yeah.
She needs help.
Yeah.
She needs real
He'll
help.
shave and be.
She needs real help.
And get a lunchbox.
She needs real help, Brian.
I mean,
Good
That was
God, she is delicious.
well, she's just not well. Something's wrong.
Yeah, you're
Something's
right.
very
Yeah,
wrong
you're
with
right.
her.
Yep, she's terrible.
She was married.
Yeah, she was married at the time too.
Dude, can you imagine being her husband?
No.
Find out your wife is having an affair with a 13-year-old.
These are her wedding pictures. What's
Yeah.
going on?
Can't
here?
be mad at the 13-year-old.
Is she from another country?
No,
she's
dick.
white.
Okay.
Why she got to be from another
No,
country?
dick.
Obviously,
No,
your English isn't great. As
But
a
this is
teacher.
so weird, man.
or
It's
awesome.
So fucking
Look
weird.
at that. What that mouth do, girl?
Hey, man.
That mouth dude.
Sir, I admit that I am turned on, but still.
Right? Look at
When
those
I was
teeth.
13, 14, oh, man.
Dude, to have those lips wrapped
Man,
around my
I would've- I
tiny
wouldn't
dick
know
at
what to go.
13.
Oh, man.
Oh my! You know what
That's
kind of
too
vulgar
young.
shit I'd been texting her at 13?
Well, maybe, but boys. Isn't it funny how us boys were such fucking. We're like, because we know what it was like to be boys. If this was a girl, we'd be like, this is terrible.
Oh.
Now, boys, you're like, woohoo! Like,
That's what I'm saying. Different, man.
Well, the kid was fine. I guarantee the boy's not traumatized. I'll tell you that. But you still have to have laws. But Jesus.
You know when they have that thing where when you're about to get booked, you're on video camera and you have to say whatever to the judge, whatever.
Yeah,
She
you
just
got
said
video of that?
she wants to go home to her husband. That's what she said.
fuck,
Right.
man.
This part.
Looks like she's in 60 days in now. How long are they putting her away for? It's not going to be good.
They're not sure yet, but
You can't get a job, so you have to find a man who pays your bills. But
she had
she'll be
one.
fine, I'm
that
sure.
won't be hard for her. She
Yeah.
needs psychological counseling.
Dude, let's start a GoFundMe.
She needs psychological counseling, though. You know.
I know.
Hold on. Sexually assaulting 13-year-old boy 100 plus times. So they had a lot of sex.
I'm sure, consensual.
Dude, at 13.
13.
Busting 100 loads with a hot teacher. Dude.
That's still just way too fucking young.
No,
bro.
you know what? When you're right, you're right. That's fucked up.
That's
man.
just simply for real too young.
fucked up. It
like
is.
this is a crazy
This
person.
is a crazy person.
You're talking about a 6th grader.
Oh, God, you imagine?
At least let it get into high school, bro. Stop being so casual about this.
6th grade.
Be more outraged.
Busting nuts
I
with this
need
hot
you to be more
teacher.
outraged.
And she's small, too.
She's small?
She looks pretty tiny.
Dude, what the fuck is with you?
I know.
I remember in 6th grade, my teachers were huge. Like, maybe it's just because I was small. I remember just being, like, big. I remember I had this teacher named Miss
She
Decker.
seems fine, right?
Look,
What's
she's
going
small.
on?
Look at that cop. I remember I had this teacher named Miss Decker.
Now, I think this is
She's
somebody
huge.
who has who needs serious psychological help.
It looks like she needs dick, Brian. No, but that's what she wants.
She this is so weird. It's so fucking weird.
He put, "You will be my wife one day in this crazy life." She put, "I'll give you whatever you want, baby."
13.
Dude, why do they keep posting that picture with their lips are all pouty like that? What the fuck they trying to
Brandon,
do?
what are you trying to say? She's a criminal.
Dude, how about at 13 he put, "I want you to be my wife"? You know what? This kid could be the biggest player of all time.
He's
where
probably-
he's just honeydicking this crazy dumbass.
How did he get caught? I guess because he's a
His
kid.
parents found out that he said he was dating someone, and they found out it was his
And
teacher.
they're like, "Who?"
I don't
And then
even
they
know.
saw
His parents
they
must
saw
be
his
like, no
text.
way.
Yeah.
No, I'd be like, no fucking way.
He's probably in love.
Would you tell on him right away, Brian?
I mean,
I'd be like, you know what? When you have a peaker,
you can't have a crazy person.
parent-teacher
you can't
conference
have that.
now.
She's just out of her fucking mind.
dude, she is out of her mind.
Man, I need you a little bit more outraged.
Nah, man, she's out of her mind, bro. I'm with you, man.
I mean,
Yeah, dude, this is great.
how interesting. Hey, stop being all like.
Hey, but what happens? We don't know what I want to see these kids. I know it's fucked up, but I think the kid's probably a dime
Like he might be
piece.
6'2", like
Dude,
he grew up.
he might probably has a
like
beard.
LeBron James, like you know when
Yeah, it
LeBron
looks like
James
Greg
was 13,
Oden.
he looked,
I need to see what the kid
Yeah.
looks like.
It's possible, you know.
Dude, he might be that kid in 6th grade that has the long sideburns.
I just feel
kind of like
when you're
more
13,
mature than
I mean,
everyone.
you know, yeah, that happens. You're a man child, you know. But I
The
feel
man
like
child might have been fucking, bro.
I feel like it. I wish he was 16. Then I could be like, woohoo! But 13, I just can't get behind.
I heard one of the witnesses, like a kid, just a voice. It was like a little kid that saw it. His friend do this, so it sounded like a little kid, like a
Yeah,
little boy.
dude. I mean, look,
He's 13 though.
yeah,
Dude, at 13, remember watching, well, especially back then, I was watching fuzzy porno. Now imagine if you had a hot teacher, and your best friend's railing her, and you're watching.
well, also she had
It's
to know
fucked
she was
up,
going to
man.
get caught. She had to know she was going to get caught. So what's going on in her head? This is a
Or she thought he was 13. It's so outrageous she wouldn't get caught. Because if she's crazy, she's not thinking like we are.
right.
She's
Right.
like, oh, I can go home with my husband and fuck this
Of course, she thinks
13-year-old.
she's going to get caught because she's got miles of text messages and notes.
Hey, it says
And
father
witnesses.
confronts teacher. You see that, Chin? Second one on the second row. Yeah, what's the father say?
I don't like seeing that.
The father looks,
yeah. The father looks weird.
oh, there's a video, dude. What kind of fucking perverted person are you? I want to know right now, the father heard saying. Brittany has been a great teacher for a long time, 5 years. She's done so much for so many students. She made a huge mistake.
$250,000 bond. Is there a video?
Huge mistake. This isn't more than a mistake. This is a suicide in a way. This is a crazy. This is a crazy thing. I don't know.
What else
Anyway,
you guys
moving
got?
on.
Move on.
Man, we've been talking about child molestation.
Been a lot, man.
That's true.
Oh, good God.
Ariana Grande and Big Sean back together.
Are they back together?
They're spotted together.
Supposedly he
cozying
has
up.
the fattest cock.
Really?
It sounds really creepy because my voice is like this, but apparently that's why they call him Big Sean, because he's a small man.
Small man with a real piece. Congratulations.
And he put the rapper embarrassed her with his $1 billion pussy lyric. Yeah. Well, did you see Pete Davidson has a new girl too?
It's the same one, right?
No.
No, dude. He was dating Ariana Grande, now he's dating Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, we did
And
talk about that.
And there's pictures of them sucking face. She's older.
Yeah.
I saw her at a party, though. Drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
Breathtaking. How old is she, though?
She's 46. I'm gonna check.
You know? But
45.
Oh.
Pete's 25.
She's gorgeous.
There.
Yeah, look at him sucking face.
He's got
Well, they are going pretty crazy.
Just fucking licking each other, man. They're in love, you know? Pete gets them hoes, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got them tats.
Well, the one behind his ears, Ariana Grande, so that's awkward.
He covered it up and made it into a heart.
Oh, okay, that's good for him. Ooh, look at them. He's just going full tongue.
Yeah.
What else you guys got?
This one, people are saying this is a really creepy video for a hotel. This guy, Rami Malek, is promoting a hotel. I'll play it for you.
It was
quick.
weird.
You saw it? Why is he doing hotels?
Who knows?
Because they're paying $5 million.
I'm a fan of Freddie Mercury and Queen. I'm a fan of my mom. She's got my back. I'm a fan of chamomile tea.
Fuck off.
I'm a fan of handwritten letters.
Oh, get the fuck out of my face.
I'm a fan of classic movies. And I'm a fan of looking sharp, regardless of the occasion.
Preach, brother.
I'm a fan of random encounters.
Hate that.
I'm a fan of traveling by train.
Hate that.
I'm a fan of equal opportunities for all.
Bullshit.
I'm a fan of mischief.
Get the fuck out of it. Were you robbing banks?
I'm a fan of being exactly who I want to be.
That means nothing.
I'm a fan of Mandarin Oriental.
Wow.
That's a high-end hotel.
Yeah,
Wow.
people are saying.
High-end.
They said he sounded like a serial killer.
He sounds
And
like
look.
Ted Bundy.
He's a weird
I
guy.
love him, though.
Yeah, he's a strange cat.
Yeah. How would your commercial go? Mine would go like, how would yours? I'm a fan of coffee.
I'm a fan of
I'm a fan of getting my dick sucked.
I'm
a fan of
having the handicapped fired when I've done the crime. I'm a fan of blaming somebody who can't defend themselves in a time of need. I'm a fan of reading magazines while I'm taking shits and eating candy, and then blaming Jerry for what I did because I can, and it doesn't really matter if he has that job or not. Let's be honest.
I'm a fan of going to massage parlors and hoping it's a happy ending.
Yep.
I'm a fan of mischief.
I'm a fan of mischief.
I'm a fan of
I'm a
professionals.
fan of raw dogging and
I'm
rolling
a fan
dice.
of busting nuts.
Yep. I'm a fan of having my friend milk my nutsack for no reason. I'm a fan of greeting my friend at the door in a robe and going, whoops, having my fully erect dong
I'm a fan of
say hello.
sucking.
Man, I'm a fan, everyone.
I'm a fan. All right, what else we got? God, you could do that. Yeah, carry on.
I know.
Drake's dad, he says he supports R. Kelly 100% and he believes Jussie Smollett.
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Drake's dad? Who gives a fuck?
I wonder, like, he must be like in the spotlight because if he
Definitely
He's
not.
buddies
he
with-
wants to be. And here's the bummer. Came out with his own rap album based off his son, so he's a complete
Are
psycho.
his son and he estranged?
They were, yeah. I think Drake grew up with just his mom.
There you go.
there you go.
And
They're
now-
on better terms now.
And now they're better, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of Drake's dad.
I'm not a fan of Drake's dad either. I'm not a fan of guys who are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s who wear a bandana and then a hat over that bandana.
Sparkly.
Like
And-
the bozo Johnny Depp.
Yes, I'm also not a fan of mustaches that size of Geraldo Rivera's
That mustache
in
could wash
2019.
my car. It would keep him warm in the wintertime.
I'm a fan of his gold chains.
I'm a fan of him. He probably gives girls good broom service
Oof.
with that fucking mustache.
I bet he dicks girls down.
He could dig him down.
What else we got?
This
one more.
here. Just one more?
Yeah.
Darn it. Let me see.
All right, two more if they're good.
All right, so this is what Darren Till posted. It's about a Russian woman who knocked this dude out that was bullying another guy.
Oh, I did.
Have you guys see this?
She fucking hits this guy hard.
This is like, but they said it's like 2016 or something.
Yeah, but in
It just
Russia,
came
we're
out.
just getting it now, you know?
Russians don't fuck around.
Watch this.
Check it out. It's a girl that works at a little shop.
This girl would fuck you up, Brian. Look, that one doesn't. This one. Look, this one. Get ready for this. Boom.
It's a little girl.
Dude, she just knocked that motherfucker out.
And then
she
the
goes
guy,
behind and then she goes behind the counter.
he shakes her hand.
Good for her.
That's Russia.
Good
In
for
America,
her.
everyone go, oh my
Just
god.
drunks. They're
Call
all
the cops.
drunks. Russians, I love Russian. They do it right. They do it old school.
They do, man.
I like
Go
it.
live there.
Russian. My
No, no,
friend,
no.
my friend
Hey,
went there and said
go
they're the greatest
live
people.
there.
They said they're the greatest people. He
I
had
bet.
such a blast.
Go live there.
Their car broke down. Everybody came out and helped. They're awesome.
Yeah, go live there.
I'll live there. It wouldn't be
You
bad.
would not live in Russia.
I live in Moscow.
You would not live
You don't
in
know
Russia.
me. You don't know me.
Full of shit.
I'm a fan of Russia and
What
I'm a
else you
fan of
got?
Moscow.
All right, this is the last one. Someone just tagged you guys on this one. So the Arnold Schwarzenegger,
That's the Arnold Classic.
the classic.
Yep.
Well, then you guys talked about chocolate bodies. This is super chocolate body.
Jesus Christ.
You got to
lady.
tan up, dude.
Arnold doing a selfie.
She
there.
won, I believe.
Damn right she won.
That's
She won a forehead contest too.
Damn,
The
that's
girl on the
insane.
left
Look at
is actual chocolate party. The girl in the middle is not. The girl on the right is not. The girl on the right has set
that takes a lot
legs
of
on
work.
her.
Yeah. That's natural, right?
Yeah, all of them don't touch steroids. Wow. I'm a fan of girls with dicks. I'm a fan of tanning nonstop till you become black.
Really, really thin skin, paper thin skin.
I bet they don't stink at all.
Does that smell bad? Why?
Because all they do is consume protein and tilapia and then spray their body with paint, Brian. So they smell like shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
Their hair is fried.
I just don't think they look good when they do that. I just don't.
It's just too dark. I mean,
I don't think it's good.
It says
I like
everyone on earth.
I like fitness competitors. I like.
Bet
they look
you
good.
do.
Bring up some fitness.
Please
competitors.
don't. Please don't. I gotta end this. I gotta go.
all right.
Your voice. You losing your voice?
Lose my voice.
you gotta
I
go do,
I gotta do Rogan.
Rogan.
3 hours.
Bring your. Look at me. I'm going to teach you a voice lesson right
No,
now.
we've done this. It doesn't help.
Bring
and I
like when
can't
you're
do it.
yawning.
I know. You help.
Try it.
You give me the worst advice.
Try
of
it
all
right
time.
now.
Yep,
Try it.
Doesn't work.
Do it.
B, are you on the road again this weekend?
I'm going to be at the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'm doing Cobb's, San Francisco, one night only for the Make-A-Wish
On
thing.
Saturday?
Thursday, March 14th. Then I'll be at the Kansas City Improv March 22nd and 23rd. Philadelphia, March 28th, 29th, and 30th.
We're both going to be gone.
Fucking tickets.
We're both going to be gone. I'm back on the road starting next week, Friday, Saturday. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Miami Improv, Miami. It's also my birthday weekend. We're about to get weird. We're about to get wild. We're about to have fun. Miami Improv, March 15th and 16th. That's next Friday, Saturday. Those shows are almost sold out. Then Milwaukee, Turner Hall, Milwaukee. The following week, March 22nd through 23rd, one night Friday, one show Saturday. And then Washington, D.C., end of the month, D.C. Improv, March 28th through the 30th. Get tickets now, tfatk.com. Is that it, B?
That's it, buddy.
All right, man. Well, thanks for sharing your story about being molested.
Sure, buddy. You're
This is The Final Kid. We're out.
Oh, man.